Welcome to this video. Today I'm just going to talk about Crystal Knows in terms of using the Chrome extension available with Crystal Knows to actually see the personality types of other people in your professional network. It's a very helpful tool if you're about to do a job interview and you know the name of the individual that you're meeting with. You can search for them on LinkedIn, find out what their personality type is, and Crystal Knows will actually give you advice on what things to say, what words to avoid, and give you some strategies on how to approach that conversation so you can better connect with them. And this is part of these two videos around Crystal Knows of using self-knowledge and self-awareness to better connect with other people in a professional setting. So super helpful. Highly recommend it in terms of installing the Chrome plugin. So the program that I'm referring to is Crystal Knows from crystalknows.com. You can set up a free account. Once you do, it'll give you the option to install the Chrome plugin, which looks like this over here. And then when you've got it, you can then check out personality types on LinkedIn. So you can see here, just jump onto LinkedIn. When you do and you've got the Chrome extension available, a little option will come up here on the right that says View Personality. So you click View Personality. It takes a little bit of time to process. That's why I've done it before recording this video. Where it goes through and checks the profile and it gives you some insights. So for this exercise, I thought let's check out Rory and see what it says about him. That way you can even do your own stuff. Oh yeah, that totally fits. That's exactly what he's like as we review this content. So this is what it shares, right? So Rory tends to make decisions based on logic and feels most comfortable knowing all the details. So quick tip, ask questions and cover the specifics. So that's if you want to work well with Rory, ask him plenty of questions and make sure you're covering the details. So he's a type editor, likes critical thinking, avoids crowded places, so it gives you like some quick tips, right? Then you can conversation coach. So it might be like, I need to call Rory and make a sales pitch. So I'm going to pull that shortly to give you some examples. It'll also provide comparisons, looking at the difference between myself and Rory to see what we're like, right? So you can see that there's a lot that we're different on, right? So in terms of risk, trusting, call it worldview or perspective, but both very accommodating, right? So we tend to trust easy. Again, some big differences here, but we're also very similar in supporting dominance. So you can start to see, the similarities and differences between. Then a bit more of an overview where he tends to be confident and insightful during deep discussion to understand a particular issue. He's been introverted, high-pressure environments, especially when faced with conflict and dissenting opinions. What comes naturally to him, clear plan of action, and you get that when you listen to his lectures. Appreciating a list of facts more than the story, communicating an important concern, primarily in writing. Communication, so voice, so if you are speaking to Rory, if you're looking to get that extension, don't be sarcastic. Respect his time by staying focused on the point and be prepared to answer questions. So do those things and you'll increase your chances of getting that extension. What motivates him? Opportunities to demonstrate expertise, working alone and structure. It tends to work well for him. Work, present the pros and cons of your ideas, compliment quality of his work, and verbally recognize his expertise, all good ways of getting his support and appreciation. Cool, so that's that. Let's go to conversation coach. So let's say I need to have a meeting with Rory. Let's say I want to, what should I do? Ask for a raise. Let's do that. All right, let's ask for a raise. Cool. So say this, right? According to the most recent market data, so if I was to go to Rory and ask for a raise, this would actually give me some advice on how to go about doing that. So using market data will be helpful in the future. This is what you can expect me to accomplish. So what's in it for him? I follow this up with a formal request via email. Don't expect an immediate decision. So this is some really helpful tips. Posture, speak at a moderate pace. The do's, share market data from trusted sources. Use a measured, calm tone. Follow up with conversation with a written request. Give them time to make a decision. Don't expect them to pick up on your subtle hints. Talk about how your conversation makes you feel. So don't do that. Leave out any details of your request. So make sure you're fact-driven and comprehensive, and wait for them to initiate the conversation. So some really interesting helpful tips if I also go to him and ask for advice. Again, different scenarios that might, again, helping. So, like, let's say if I was organising a meeting with Rory, give him time to process after the meeting, try to keep the meeting one-on-one, discuss realistic solutions. So you can start to see how, again, just scanning through this, just how helpful this is when engaging with someone that you want to work with. Same here with email. So subject, give a reason for the email, keep the subject under 5 words for reference, some follow-up info. Don't be too expressive and use exclamation points. So keep it much more formal. Greeting, his preference would be hello Rory. Body, ask for more details. Don't include irrelevant info. This sort of stuff. Yeah, call to action. Do you have your ways to approach this? Sign off. This is his preference. And then this will actually give you templates on based on what you're trying to do, give you advice. So let's say if I wanted to, what's a good one here? Discuss a deadline perhaps. So it gives you some really quick guidelines on how to approach it, schedule a meeting. So really, really helpful stuff. You can also, which is quite cool, if you started drafting an email, you can then drop the text in here and it'll let you know if it's consistent, like if it's something that I'll appreciate, all that sort of stuff. So very, very helpful. So again, I do highly recommend installing the Crystal Nose plugin. And if you are meeting someone, then use this as an opportunity to do your own research. And then you can think about how you can better adjust yourself so you can create a better connection with that person. Because all of us have how biases, how, just different aspects about ourselves, different traits. Some people respond to, other people don't. So the more aware of it that we are, the easier we can dial down some of those aspects of ourselves and improve the others. So that's it for me. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Again, download Crystal Nose and check it out, and hopefully it becomes beneficial as you move to task 2 and task 3. That's it for me. Thanks, guys.